Welcome everybody to another edition of Geek Dad Reports, Crap or Craptastic, the show where we tell you whether a movie that's been obliterated by critics is actually a big pile of poop or a craptastic gem that you have to watch.
Yes.
Today, we are going to be reviewing a Netflix original, Rim of the World. But first, I am Brian.
And I am Ryan.
And much like the heroes in this show and heroine in this show, we are not appropriate for younger viewers.
Yes. Oh my God. I cannot believe, I wonder how many people, sat down with their kids.
Oh
right?
my God.
Watch this movie, guys.
I've heard a lot of people say that this movie has been marketed towards children. I don't know if that's true or not because Netflix does a weird job of marketing things, and I only see it pop up on my profile. I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of people saw kids in the poster and just said, oh, this is a kid's movie.
Yeah.
It is not a kid's movie at all.
Here's the thing, though. It showed up on my profile, but when we have my kids' profile, that's only for, the kids shows. It does not. I have not seen it on that. So
that being said, I did watch this with my 6-year-old, and she did not get a lot of the adult humor, so it was actually kind of the perfect thing for her. But,
yeah, if they're young enough to not understand.
But this is a TV-14 movie, so, I mean, think a little bit more mature than PG-13. It is violent. It is got a lot of sexual innuendos. It's got bad language. And it is definitely not appropriate for younger kids unless you don't care about those things. Then let them watch away.
I know McG directed it. I think he wrote it too.
No, it's written by Zach Stentz, who also wrote X-Men First Class.
Okay.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I actually really enjoyed the screenplay. I mean, it could have been written by what's his name? Guy who did Shane Black. It felt very much like a Shane Black movie.
Yeah.
Guy who wrote Predator.
So, with spoilers, that we are going to talk about the movie.
Yes.
If we give away any major plot points, it's only because we're just having fun with it.
And honestly, we could literally tell you the entire movie, and it still would not stop you from being able to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, here's the thing. Is this movie a bad movie? Yes, this movie is absolutely a bad movie. But it is such high quality crap that I loved this movie. I loved this movie. Me and my wife sat and we watched it, and I just laughed my ass off from start to finish. It was so funny.
And it's been a while since I had a movie that I felt like it was silly fun.
Yeah.
And silly fun done in a way that it was actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
I could just watch it and just not have to really care about absorb every plot point or anything that.
And it's only like 90 minutes long, so it goes by really fast. I really appreciate that they realized this didn't need to be a 2.5-hour movie. So many movies now want to stretch I don't mind a good long movie, but there's so many comedies now that are over 2 hours. They don't need to be. A good comedy is an hour and a half, and I appreciated that about this movie, that it was brisk, it got right to the point, and it just moved along.
Yeah, and this movie knew what it wanted to do, and it knew what it, and it would just follow these 4 kids, as they try to save the world. And they go to a camp. Aliens attack, and they have a mission to try and stop the aliens. It's corny, it's completely unrealistic, but this movie is clearly designed to be a throwback to movies like The Goonies or The Bad News Bears, or movies where kids save the day, just inexplicably, unbelievably save the day, and they just do and say really inappropriate shit. I kind of appreciate that we haven't lost that completely. Nowadays everybody wants to be, and I'm all for being politically correct and not being mean to people and not being hateful to people. But in that environment, we've kind of lost the ability to have comedies that push the edge, push the boundaries and kind of are edgy. Well, and this is the first movie in a while where they weren't afraid to just
Yeah.
go with stereotypes.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it because it
just run with stereotypes.
And it wasn't, and that's the thing. This movie isn't one particular stereotype, and everybody else is nuanced. Every single character in this movie is a stereotype of something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and they just dive. They go into the absurd versions of each of these stereotypes, which I actually found kind of funny.
Yeah.
So, I enjoyed that they push the boundaries. Yes, there is some, does occasionally make you feel uncomfortable because these 13-year-old kids are talking about, like, sex? Yes, but when I was a 13-year-old kid, I talked about sex. And, I remember movies growing up like Stand By Me and things like that where they discussed adult stuff as kids. And, I kind of enjoyed the fact that this movie didn't shy away from that. And I liked it.
And they did it in a way that it made sense for the movie.
Yeah.
And as much as we got to every point where the adults are going to take over now, it's like nope,
and they get blown up. So yeah, I mean it's just I love the fact that these kids were just they were edgy, they were funny, but they were also sincere and kind of sweet in some aspects too, right? So this movie has a heart. It's not just ridiculous slapstick, but I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I found it fun. I thought the movie right from the beginning asked you to never take it too seriously. And I feel like, there's been some backlash with some of the material in this, but I feel like those are the people who took this way too seriously.
Yeah, just get some popcorn and eat it while you watch this movie and not give a crap about anything.
Yeah, don't let your kids watch it. There are
an hour, 30 minutes of you not having to really give a crap.
There are alien penis jokes in this that are definitely inappropriate for younger viewers. There are, but it's really funny.
There's a diddler. There's a diddler out there.
Oh my god, that was funny. The Buffalo Bill references. I also like the poo canoe. We cannot take out the canoes. Somebody has pooped in the canoe. There's a whole... In fact, at this point, there's more poo than canoe. There's a whole poo canoe situation. This is so funny. I was dying. I was laughing my ass off. This movie absolutely reminded me of a movie from the 80s. And not that everything from the 80s is good. This movie would have tanked if it went to theaters, so I'm glad they released it on Netflix. But as a movie you do not have to pay for on a Friday night where you just want to laugh, you kind of want to laugh at inappropriate stuff.
And see explosions. And just weird and stuff.
Yes, and this. I will say this: the special effects go from being all right to really bad at points, but it's still fine. The aliens are kind of terrifying.
Yeah,
don't think too much. I will say this: everyone is so uptight, so much. Just watch this. Allow you to just put away your wokeness just for a day and just enjoy something that's funny.
Yeah,
and I think you'd really enjoy this movie.
And you will thank us.
Yes. Rim of the World, Craptastic Jim. Absolutely loved it.
And you're saying crap or craptastic? You say officially 100%.
Craptastic.
And I agree with you, good sir.
Absolutely.
Craptastic.
Check your expectations at the door. Have a good time. Enjoy. Maybe not let the younger kids watch. And prepare to laugh, because it's pretty funny. Rim of the World. Available now. Streaming now on Netflix.
Have fun, people. You're welcome.
Enjoy. Poo canoe, people. Poo canoe.
Canoes and alien diddlers.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. All right. Until next time, everyone. Stay awesome.
And stay nerdy.